Even Kamala told you it's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blue. It's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blue. It's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blues. Wait, crayons? Don't talk about crayons. Crayons? Crayons?
What in the all types of blue hell?
Hey, are you independent? Do you not need no man? That's fine. You can always call 1-800 Call a Bear. Call a bear. Hook up with your bear today. Warning, this content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear. My name Lil Dad. My name Lil Dad, huh? Leave Kamala alone. Leave Kamala alone, huh? They're coming to get us. They're trying to get us back, huh? My name Little Dale. My name Little Dale, huh? Leave Kamala alone, huh? My name Little Dale.
Lowered expectations. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to Colosseum Daily. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Charlie Kirk MAYHEM. Charlie Kirk MAYHEM. But before we do that, even Kamala told you it's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blue. It's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blue. It's the butthurt blues. No matter who, it's the butthurt blues. All right. So evidently, some butthurt blues claim that we care more about Charlie Kirk than we do black men and boys and getting our stuff together. Evidently, some butthurt blues think we care more about Charlie Kirk. We care more about doing streams on Charlie Kirk than getting our stuff together as black men. Allegedly. Allegedly, we care more about Charlie Kirk somehow than black men and boys. Houseway. I've covered Charlie Kirk one time on my channel before his death. And I don't even think that segment was 30 minutes. That segment wasn't even 30 minutes long. I covered Charlie Kirk one time, once, before he died. I covered him once before he died. But yet we have Butthurt Blues going around saying that we care more about white men and Charlie Kirk than we do about black men and boys. But hey, don't take my word for it. Hear them for yourselves. All right.
The grievance.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, MOT? What's up, Mike?
Hey, not much, man.
So, Mike, what is your opinion on all of these people within the black manosphere of all places doing all these RIP Charlie Kirk streams?
Well, what it demonstrates is that there is no commitment to the advancement of black men.
Based on what facts? Based on what facts? We barely mentioned Charlie Kirk. Where's your evidence, Mike? Based on what facts?
In their issues and more the centering of white males and their grievance. And so the manosphere has basically become an outpost for the grievance of white males.
Based on what facts, Mike V? Based on what facts?
America and not necessarily the interests of black men.
Wow. Ago? What do you think about these black guys in the black manosphere doing all these RIP streams for Charlie Kirk?
I think many of them are, it's pretty sad. A lot of these people are showing exactly how they feel about themselves, how they actually feel about their own community.
I did one stream on Charlie Kirk. What are you guys talking about? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. All right.
Charlie Kirk said some very bad things about the black community, black people, lazy.
Yeah, and I've pointed that out. But according to y'all, we're so worried about Charlie Kirk
and all this kind of stuff, and just making all kind of claims that don't even match up with who you really are. But yet,
no, go on, you old fool. Don't talk about yourself in the Black Brain Trust like that. Stop talking about yourselves like that.
You know, these people are quick to accept it because, you know, they want
to accept what? I wasn't a fan of Charlie Kirk. I barely watched him. Accept what?
Call themselves conservatives, but these guys are not really conservatives. Also, you know, they tend to be more self-haters and people who really value themselves less.
Have you ever thought about looking in the mirror first? Just saying. Have any of y'all ever thought about looking in the mirror first?
So they're not looking out for black men. They're not looking out for anyone in the black community.
And y'all are? So y'all looking out for the black community by kissing the Democrat Party's ass. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Or anything else like that. They're trying to get whatever little crumbs they can for themselves and really despise themselves to a large level. These guys know.
Once again, y'all shouldn't be talking about yourselves like that.
That they've called these other black conservatives or so-called black conservatives out on that as well. from those white people. They've called them out that way. So I see people who are, lionizing this guy, who are black folks, are some self-hating kind of sad Negroes, and they got to go.
Okay, we're self-hating sad Negroes, but we're not the ones interrupting vigils for people we dislike. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that later. And yeah, Charlie Kirk is probably ruining more lives in death than he has in life, man. But let's continue.
No, I mean, but they came to the Black Manosphere because if things progressed too far, then they wouldn't have a place in society. So the natural idea of sabotaging things is so natural to them because they're not interested in progress.
No, they came here to destroy. When you look at, they came here to destroy this.
We did, based on what facts?
You see it, they've come here to destroy this and turn this into something freakish and ill and based on pure shine bonery. These are shine bones. These are people who are not going to help you if you really had real needs.
Nagone, don't talk about yourself like that, bro.
Be helped in this community. They're not going to be helpful. They're not going to be helpful at all. They're here to stop progress, get in the way. They're not here to help you to grow and advance. That's not their job.
And
that's not why they're here.
Okay, bro. Y'all helping Negroes advance?
They need to go.
We need to go.
Renaissance man. Well, what's your opinion on these black male conservatives calling themselves doing all these RIP streams for Charlie Kirk?
I don't. It's really surprising, just because this guy was clearly not someone who was advocating for these people. But I think some of these men have been radicalized too, so I can't say it's too surprising. I saw a post earlier today where they were like, some black Christians have been looking bad and all this, and some black conservatives have been looking really bad and all this. So it's kind of showing where people are.
Yeah, most black people don't even know who Charlie Kirk is. Yeah. Let me go on and drop the link. Yeah, BGS say, according to them, we worship Charlie Kirk somehow, some way. Anyway.
All right. So I'm going to name some names, and these people think the same type of things. Pat Buchanan, 1980s. Pat Buchanan.
Staunch racist. Never denied that.
Rick Santorum. David Duke. Richard Spencer. And a younger guy, Nick Fuentes. They all think and believe the same thing. But none of those people were funded by corporate America, like Charlie Kirk.
How would you know?
Kirk was. Charlie Kirk was the only one who received funding because he had the look, he had the background, and he knew to stay to all white areas in very small towns in order to push his message and to go to these schools in predominantly white areas because he was trying to go after a very, very specific group of people.
Oh.
And he did not have a view of everyone.
Okay. What else is new? We never said Charlie Kirk advocated for black boys. No one said that. I didn't say it on my stream. What I did do about Charlie Kirk, and I didn't say it about Charlie Kirk when I mentioned him before. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Mike?
Yeah, no lies told there. I'm still puzzled as to what were they thinking, as if there was a difference between Fuentes and Kirk. If I remember correctly, there was a.
Oh dear. Hold on, BGS.
Hey.
And you know, originally that I was just going to cover some stuff because some of these people are crazy. They're harassing people at Vigils and shit, man. Like, what the hell's wrong with y'all?
Why is he such an important figure? Okay, the people spazzing out about.
I don't know, but this black girl, it's a black girl, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
This black girl got arrested today. I think it was what college was that? Texas Tech.
Okay.
She was harassing people at a vigil and got herself arrested.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. With your colleges, you know, colleges are kind of they're emotional like that. So
yeah, that is true.
I can't expect that. So,
nowadays.
yeah. Well, they've always been that way. So colleges, yeah, you're always gonna get that one or two people that really believe and really want to spaz out. So I can understand that.
Also, evidently, the guy that caught said he didn't shoot him.
Yeah, of course. The thing is, why did his father say he confessed? Yeah. That's why you know I know people are going round and round and round and round. Remember what I said? You won't even find out the truth until like a couple of weeks after the whole thing, and things start to filter out because none of the pictures they have of him holding a weapon. Okay, none of them, and all your cameras all over the campus, and they got film of him running across the roof and down the street, stuff like that. But he doesn't have a rifle with him, so I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. And they said he refuses to talk, and I'm thinking that he's not giving the answers that they want him to give. And the thing is that they said they had a palm print and a handprint on the gun, right? Okay,
right.
If he's the guy, the first thing you say, well, the prints match. I mean, an AI can do that in what 30 seconds, match prints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically, you should have known whether this is the guy or not just by evidently they don't have enough evidence if they try to get him to confess. Yeah,
evident. Now, from what I heard, allegedly he was living with a transformer, and she's cooperating with the police too, giving them stuff.
So why did he go home instead of going back to the transformer? If he's living with the transformer, no idea. So why did he run home instead of running to the house of the transformer?
I have no idea. Like you said, we have to wait for this to play out.
Yeah, because none of this stuff makes sense, and because their narratives are all over the place. But that's beside the point. Because I'm waiting for this stuff to filter out. Because the more stuff we hear about this guy, the more it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
the more it doesn't make sense. Because
content.
No, go ahead.
Created a manosphere who thought that Nick Fuentes and Just Pearl would go to Congress and advocate for the issues of black men and boys.
What do we say?
Say my name. Say my name. Nick Fuentes
in a abolitionist, for the 19-point agenda. We don't see any of that happening today.
What? Where did they get to? Where did they make this stuff up from?
Yeah, they pulling it out of their ass, man.
They pulling it out of their ass. They're pulling it out of their ass. Okay.
Schizophrenia, frightening.
The 19 point. It will help toward 19 point.
No, that's my take on it. To answer your question,
yeah, that's his take on it.
Yeah,
Nick Fuentes is a racist. If you talk about me, Nick Fuentes is a racist. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I said, the only thing I said about Nick Fuentes when I did the video on him is when
he's an honest racist.
He's honest racist. When she asked him how come he's not married, okay, and he said
Mhm.
because he likes his life, and all I said is that's what I hear from all the incels that they're not getting married, not dating, right? It's because they like their life. They're not lonely. They like their life. That's the only reason I put that up. But you know, context doesn't matter with them.
I know.
It always comes back to
You're right, Ronnie. This is crazy. I told BGS I mentioned Charlie Kirk one time on my channel before he died, and I think that segment was less than 30 minutes.
And basically everybody was asking me about Charlie Kirk, and I said I never heard of the guy. Okay, I mean I don't know about the guy.
Don't feel bad. Most of the people I run into, like, who is Charlie Kirk? If you're not online, you really don't know who he is.
If you're not online and you're not in that circle, yeah, you don't know who he is. He might have 3 million followers. I said I've been here 10 years. You guys have never mentioned Charlie Kirk not one time in 10 years.
No.
Not one time. Now all of a sudden he dies, and everybody wants me to talk about Charlie Kirk, and basically from him getting what I call assassinated. I said, man, it's way too soon to even speak on him. It's only been like 2 or 3 days, and there's not a lot of information coming from the police.
Right.
Because before that, but when we first did it, they didn't have a picture of him, and they didn't circulate the picture till later on.
So like at least a couple days later.
Yeah, a couple days later, I said we don't even know enough, man. Because every time I look at all the news photos and the news releases, and there was nothing. And all of a sudden, he pops up, and I said, okay. My first question is, if he's the guy, did he confess? No, he hasn't confessed. Okay, they said they had fingerprints on the gun. Did they match the fingerprints on the rifle since they found the weapon? And I still haven't heard anything. So to me, that means it's ambiguous, okay? And I don't know how he fits in, or how he fits into this. I'm thinking he's part of a bigger team. That's what it sounds like, and he just happened to get caught because.
And that's what it sounds like too.
That's what it sounds like because, like I said, because I see him walking into the building, okay, or pictures of him in the building. He ain't got no weapon on him, okay. There's no rifle. There's no gun bag. There's nothing. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then okay. They said he jumped off the building. He could have disassembled the weapon. So you're gonna jump off a building. You're gonna disassemble the weapon, put it in your backpack, jump off a building, and go.
I'm gonna go talk to the real experts about that. See how fast.
Yeah. But the thing is, so you're gonna jump off the building. You're gonna run into the woods and reassemble the weapon and then drop it. Does that make sense?
No,
it doesn't make
sense at all.
None of this stuff makes sense. Okay. Anyway, continue. But I don't know how we got dragged into Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
I
don't know either because you went out of your way not to talk about Charlie Kirk.
I went out of my way not to talk about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I did.
MMOT. I mean, it's almost hard for me to kind of, put it in words because I don't want to sound a certain type of way, but
you're gonna go ahead,
those
man.
People
you're gonna sound a certain kind of way.
You previously mentioned in these black people who think that they've matched up with them are caught up in some type of I don't know what's it called, Stockholm syndrome or something like that.
Nagano, stop talking about yourself like that, man.
What the hell is he talking about? Matched up with
else you can
Charlie Kirk? I mean, I don't know one content creator before Charlie Kirk got murked, even talked about Charlie Kirk.
You wasn't of any interest to us, really.
Yeah, I mean, you might have mentioned him once, okay, and I didn't even hear because I had to go look him up. I said, "Who is Charlie Kirk?" I had to go look him up. I didn't know he was a MAGA guy, but even amongst MAGA people, he's not. Because I listen to, we listen to all kind of political stuff, right? Even the left and right wing, and nobody's ever mentioned him, okay, ever, until he died. Now that he's died, everybody's talking about him. But things nobody ever mentioned him before.
Yeah,
call it, but I leave this akin to a mental and a spiritual illness. I look at it as an illness. And I understand how people can be beaten into, or they may feel like they were beaten into a certain mindset. I guess
he should stop talking about himself like that. But
Hey, Craig, this is not Mass Effect. This is Call of Duty, right? Them long shot assassin kills. Okay.
Mhm.
certain people, but this is an illness you're dealing with, and we dealt with it on the plantations, and as we've gotten off the physical plantation, that still is a part of what exists.
Notice he said they gotten off the physical plantation. Have they got off the mental one yet, though? Oops.
Well, the industrial capitalism was based off the plantation. So, and
Yes.
if you were an hourly worker in capitalism, that's why they call it a plantation, because that's the direct model from which it came. So that's why what's his name? Marx called it a slavery or capitalist slavery, okay, because it's based off the same
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx, yeah. It's based, so that's why they called it a plantation, because it's literally almost the same thing, a modified version of a plantation economy.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
in our community as well, and these people actually they embody that, and it's a cancer to a large extent for us, and needs to be removed.
Or Renaissance man.
No, my thoughts about the situation is I can't say I'm surprised. I didn't follow Charlie Kirk much.
See,
I knew who he was,
we didn't either, knucklehead.
Mm-hmm.
Just vaguely, like I said, knew who he was. So when I heard about it, and I really had to go back and kind of watch all the stuff he said, to be frank with you.
Yep.
And from seeing all that, I was just kind of like, I can't really say I'm surprised that something like that happens. Just because, when you put that kind of extreme rhetoric out there, it just attracts a lot of very unstable type of people. And those people can turn on you when they feel like you're not representing them, or you're not doing what they want, which kind of looks like this is what happened here. I mean, I know some people are trying to say, hey,
I got his unstable kind of people.
He was, they're trying to turn this into like a transgender issue or the leftist ideology. But I think when the dust settles, this is clearly going to show that, hey, this was someone who looks like they were part of the Groyper community.
We don't even have all the details yet.
Yeah, they're assuming that. He never said that he's part of that community. They saw one pose and it said, okay, this is this pose, and it's the same pose. But that pose that the Groyper's been using, okay, the Mexicans used to do that in the 70s. That's the 50-year-old pose, okay. The pose that they have, that's the copy of a copy of a copy. That stuff that's been around for 50 years. So, and they should know that. It's just white boys just because it's a cool pose, because it's a gangster pose, they use it. But the Mexicans been doing that, man, for over 50 years. That particular pose, which black people should. Well, I guess they won't, because they're not. I don't know about them. They're not the sharpest knives in the drawer.
They put that every day on TikTok. Good Lord.
Jesus Christ. But that's why when I listen to these guys, man, it kind of saddens me, because I thought they were smarter, and but that's my bad. Okay, I thought they were smarter. That's why I would go back and forth with them. Had I known they weren't this bright, then it would be no argument. I wouldn't even engage.
Before we continue, I have 31 watching, only got 9 likes. Get my likes up, folks.
Please hit the likes. If I'm on here and basically I know you guys have followed me, the very least you can do is hit his likes. The very least you can do is hit his likes.
What's going on, Louis?
Hey, what's up? Just woke up from taking a nap.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to do with the millennials all day, man. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I had to rest my brain.
Calm your nerves. Probably had to take a couple shots before sleep.
Yeah, because I called him a couple times. Yeah, he must have been out cold.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know he took 2 shots, man, and called me in the morning. Okay.
But basically, right now, the Butthurt Brain Trust and MOT are saying about Charlie Kirk.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What basically, I know they can't blame Charlie Kirk on black people or the black manosphere. I know they can't do that.
Nah.
I mean, not even them. Okay, not even they can blame it on the black manosphere. But the thing is, man, what I don't understand is the segment's fascination with Pearl. Okay, Pearl is not a big conversation piece in the black manosphere. Okay,
no, not at all.
Nick Fuentes is almost non-existent, man. Why is there fast? And basically, they did that 2-3 years ago at least. Okay, why is that such a big fascination with Nick Fuentes and Pearl? I don't get it.
Your guess is as good as mine. I can't remember the last time I mentioned Pearl. That little graphic I used to have is not even in my feed anymore. So
yeah. So I don't it's not like we we
Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I don't. It's really surprising, just because this guy was clearly not someone who was advocating for these people. But
what else is new?
I think some of these men have been radicalized too, so I can't say it's too surprising. I saw a post earlier today where they were like, some black Christians have been looking bad and all this, and some black conservatives have been looking really bad and all this. So it's kind of showing where people are.
Yes, there are some black Christians are offering their prayers, yada yada yada. Charlie.
There's gonna be some, but there's not that many. I don't know why it's such. I don't even know why. I know it's because he's in the news, and that's we're even talking about him. If he hadn't gotten shot, nobody would be talking about Charlie Kirk at all. And now all of a sudden, these people actually.
I'm going to name some names, and these people think the same type of things.
Go ahead.
Pat Buchanan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about? Okay.
Pat Buchanan. Rick Santorum.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
David Duke.
Definitely.
Richard Spencer. And a younger guy, Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
They all.
Hey, what happened to Richard Spencer?
He kind of faded away. In fact, Nick Fuentes can't stand Richard Spencer.
Oh, really?
No, he says he's too liberal.
Wait. Richard Spencer's? Wow.
For Nick Fuentes, yeah, he's too liberal.
Well, I ain't gonna complain about racist on racist crime anyway.
They can believe the same thing. But none of those people are funded by corporate America.
Gotta say something.
Like,
really, nigga? How would you know?
Yeah. Go ahead, Louis.
Ever since Richard Spencer and Jared Taylor appeared on Jason Black's documentary, they have got a lot of heat from their own brethren.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The race war documentary. They got a lot of slack from the white supremacists because after their debut, Jared Taylor did a questionnaire. It appeared in Harlem with the panel and stuff. So Jared Taylor and Richard Spencer had got a lot of slack from their fellow white supremacists.
No, tell me something. I don't keep up with them like that. I probably should, but
Yeah.
In this type of circumstance.
Yes. Very much so. He's scared. I've been reading some of his stuff. He's nervous. Oh, let's talk peace and let's talk this.
Been trying to walk back people who we felt may have been violent in his camp. So I think that's pretty easy. They're trying to turn this into like a transgender issue or the leftist ideology. But I think when the dust settles, this is clearly going to show that, hey, this was someone who looks like they were part of the Groyper community. who didn't like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
And
He's guessing.
basically said, hey, we're going to go and get rid of this guy, which, if you look at Nick Fuentes recently in some of his streams, he's been trying to walk back people who we felt may have been violent in his camp. So I think that's pretty telltale as well.
Yeah, he's
really
pretty
too late.
scared.
It's really too late for all that, and he probably see himself as a person who's probably next in this type of circumstance.
Yes, very much so. He's scared. I've been reading some of his stuff. He's nervous. Oh, let's talk peace and let's talk this on. He's walking it back, and there's an awful lot of money behind a lot of this, and to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. No. There's no way he can walk it back because it's out there. The problem is that I was speaking with some other brothers earlier, and the problem is that with this whole movement, you can talk about the Groyper, you can talk all of this stuff. What they've actually unleashed and helped to release is something they can't fully control. They can't control this. So people will act out the way that they see fit if they don't feel right about what's going on. This kid.
Oh, you're absolutely. You know what? He's absolutely right about that. People will act out if they don't. If something bothers them, he's absolutely right about that. Let's take a look.
Who they beating up now?
This is evidently one of Charlie Kirk's vigils.
One of the vigils. Okay.
Yeah, and some of these left liberal nuts are
harassing them,
harassing people.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck around and find out. Then. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh shit.
We had a little 18-year-old baby.
Yeah.
You're saying this. Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that.
Damn.
Okay. And notice she's doing it on camera so she don't get hit.
Vigils. They're beautiful. They're amazing.
Shout out to Linda B, the creator.
People coming together in unity. And I sense a true spiritual Christian revival all across the country and possibly the entire world, which is what I've been praying for. But then we got to talk about the people that came in and caused chaos. Okay. And these vigils. Some people literally lost their ever-loving minds. Before we get into it, don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications. Stick around to the end. Let's go. Y'all know these leftists, I have no time for them. They are evil. They are celebrating the man's demise. And it is not a demise.
Yep, and they're getting fired too.
Because Charlie Kirk, in my opinion, is in the arms of Jesus. Okay, so he's actually doing better than we are. Okay.
They're going to cry about this one.
I know. I heard that. That's a black woman, too. That's not black man.
Black woman.
That's a black woman.
Saying that.
That's a female.
Hey, AB.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
When MOT and them were talking, right?
Yeah.
Did they address the issue that, like, first, this is wild. White on white issue.
Yes.
We traditionally know that the white right has a tendency to be violent, but
yes,
over the past 15 years, the white left they are thrown down too.
Oh no, you gotta remember, go back to the 60s, man.
The Weathermen.
The Weathermen and all and SLA and all these kind of people.
They don't teach you about that.
Yeah, they used to bomb buildings and shit like that. It's not new. Okay. In fact, some of your communists, man, here in the States, man, used to do shit like that. So it's not new.
Yeah, so this is basically two groups of white people having a disagreement.
Yeah. The left and right, man. They can be violent. Okay.
So we gotta look at.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say so that passive left, man, is bullshit. Okay.
Yeah. They showing that. That's one thing. Unfortunately, Charlie Kirk's death has shown that the left can be just as violent.
They always have been. I don't know what this. I mean, the only passive left that we had was Martin Luther King. Okay, them kids in the left in the 60s and 70s. No, they were violent, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful people coming together. But then I got to talk about the lunatics that are out there, the crazies, the liberals. They have lost their ever-loving minds.
Now, for the record, your favorite hoe, Al Sharpton, is calling for peace.
Look at all the people. And this one right here was actually, this was in Tualatin, Oregon. Okay, I didn't even know where that was, guys. And now we're going to look at RFK Jr. at the Kennedy Center in DC.
That's a nice auditorium.
That's pretty big. What school is that?
I said the Kennedy Center.
Oh, the Kennedy Center. Oh, yeah, the Kennedy Center. Yeah, of course. That's where they hold the concert.
Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance love Charlie Kirk just like you love Charlie Kirk.
Really? Okay.
We have over 85 members of Congress here tonight to honor Charlie Kirk. We have national conservative leaders that have flown in on a moment's notice just to be a part of this and to honor the life and legacy and the impact of Charlie Kirk. Aloha.
In the book of Corinthians, Paul said, "Therefore we are always of good courage, and know that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. We are of good courage, I say." And
yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Theo, BGS Tags, AB gets it.
AB gets it. What's up, Mookie?
Hey, AB.
Yeah.
This might substantiate my theory that I had talked about before.
Oh, yes.
That Charlie Kirk is more valuable dead to the establishment than alive.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
Yeah. Theo gets. Wait a minute. Theo gets.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
Go ahead.
This is where he could. Kirk's death as a martyr could galvanize the young white conservatives to get J.D. Vance into office.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
I prefer to rather be absent from the body and be home with the Lord. Ultimately, for every one of us, the time that we have in this world is temporary. Our time will come sooner or later. And so the critical question that we have for ourselves is, whatever time we have, what are we doing with it? How are we making the most of every day that we have? And Charlie Kirk, every single day, carried out his mission, motivated by his faith in Jesus Christ and his unwavering dedication to defending our God-given freedoms enshrined in our Constitution and Bill of Rights.
As you know, I can't share the whole entire vigil that they had at the Kennedy Center in DC, but that was D&I, Tulsi Gabbard. And I was just thinking about this, and forgive me for thinking about this, but Tulsi Gabbard, from what I understand, is a Hindu. And I was sitting there thinking about that.
Yeah, but she's also a politician. So,
yeah,
just thinking about it. I still love me some Tulsi, okay? But now I got to get into the crazy part. I got to get into these idiots. They have lost their ever-loving minds. Why in the world do people have this? I know what it is, but I'm just so sick and tired of them. You just want to slap them. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? We're at a time of mourning right now. Our nation is trying to heal from a lot of stuff over the past 4 years, okay, under the previous administration. Now this happens. A friend, a confidant of Vice President J.D. Vance and President Donald.
Oh, but that's a black woman said that. We never said that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a black woman said that. Because I know y'all watching. So you hear that's a black woman saying that.
That's a female. That's a female.
He never said that.
Donald J. Trump. Charlie Kirk, the visionary, the founder of Turning Point USA, left this earth at the age of 31 years old, and we are just trying to make sense of it all. And then you've got these demon-possessed idiots out here going around screaming and saying, F him. And if you guys think that it is really about Charlie Kirk, I've got another thing for you.
Yeah, she's religious.
You got another thing coming. It is not really about him. That's what they're saying. They're saying F Charlie Kirk. But who is it really about? I've told you before, this is a spiritual battle. This is good versus evil.
Once again, that's a female saying that.
Okay, this is about God and the devil, literally. I've shown videos with street preachers where people are literally screaming at the street preacher, talking about the Lord Jesus Christ, giving your life to him, and you have people who are screaming at the top of their lungs, shaking their heads, spitting. Those are demons. This is not about Charlie Kirk. It is about stopping the spread of.
Yeah, evidently somebody flipped around and found out.
Mm-hmm. They pulling? And why is she screaming now?
Yeah, FYI to all the black folk who don't like Charlie Kirk that might be watching. The worst thing you could do is go to a Charlie Kirk vigil and start acting like you have no damn sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was a female, because a black guy wouldn't be dumb enough to do some shit like that.
I don't know if that's the black girl. I think it's some white dude, but
oh, it's another white dude.
Yeah, but that video's coming out.
Yeah.
You say something?
He's surprised he got bum rushed, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Charlie Kirk.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
Get out of here. Get him out of here.
Was somebody stealing? Damn.
All right, the guy with the rainbow book bag.
Mm-hmm.
F Charlie Kirk is what he's saying. Gee, I wonder why he's so mad at Charlie Kirk.
Get him out of here.
Watch your surroundings for that. I don't want to be in the front. Man. Come on now. Hey, man, Jesus loves you. Come on, everybody.
Okay, so here is this guy, right? You know, and the other men weren't having it. One woman was screaming, "We need more cops," and she was like, "Get out." His name is Terry Joe Wilson, allegedly 41 years old. He was arrested on Wednesday, September 10th at around 8:29 p.m. The Boise City Police Department. It was severity, I guess that's a misdemeanor, disturbing the peace, and everything else here. Boise City Police Department. Terry Joe Wilson. All right, let's wonder if you're going to lose your job for acting like a complete and utter idiot. You have lost your ever-loving mind. See these clefty lefties out here cutting food. I live in Georgia. I'm allowed to say cutting the food, okay? And see, why we got to do this? And see, that man had the...
See, that's a female from Georgia. Georgia.
Rainbow on him, you know, and if you know anything about the true rainbow that God created, it has 7 colors, but the basic pride flag has only 6 colors. The Bible says, and then God, when you hate God, I've told you, liberal women are crazy. Okay, liberal people are crazy. You know.
Yeah. What else is new?
I'm just saying, and I did a video on liberal women are crazy and the statistics. Study after study shows that liberal women are less happy, more depressed. They're just not content, okay? They have a lot of self-degradation going on against themselves. And a lot of...
Yeah, well, that's the price of second wave feminism. They have nobody but themselves to blame for that.
Mm-hmm.
Of it is from feminism, but in any event, there's this woke college student at Texas Tech. She mocks Charlie Kirk's death. Watch this witch.
Fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. He got shot in the...
I can tell just by the way she's talking. She's raised by a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your homie dead.
You're saying this. Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Have not said. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you not put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting.
Really?
Yeah, you walk up to him.
You walk up to me. I don't want this. I said rest in peace. Just leave it alone. Please don't come after me. I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I can tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
Mm-hmm. You walked over. Yeah. Typical black woman.
Yeah. Even if it was one of my friends' kids, I would have. I would have snatched the baby. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm not being aggressive. My voice is very calm. You're calling me aggressive because I'm a black woman. You are. We're not. I'm very.
Yeah, I heard that, Mom.
Yeah.
Hold them temples.
Yeah.
These people are insufferable. This is what trips me out about people on the left.
Evidently, she didn't show the whole video. Evidently, she knocked the dude's hat off too.
Oh boy. Okay.
And that's when she got arrested. Bless
her heart.
They call something hate when she was the one saying your homie dead. He got shot in the head. That's what she said. Nobody was bothering her. You stupid heifer. Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't try to be Christian. I fall short. We all fall short.
That's one of my grandmother's favorite words, heifer.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
But she is going around approaching him, like stepping up to him like she's going to do something. And then she's saying, why are you bothering me? Or something she said. He was like, you stepped up to me. And then she said, I'm not being aggressive. Yes, you are. You are so dumb. You know what dumb is?
You can't blame us. A black woman said it. A That's a female said that she's being dumb. Don't you put that on us.
It's not good enough of a word to describe you. You're an evil idiot. Okay, you're from the pits of hell. Why would anybody come to anybody's prayer vigil? Nobody is bothering you, and you're saying your homie dead. And I think she said he got shot in the head. It was actually the neck, you idiot. A peaceful vigil.
Now let's talk about something for a minute. Now, obviously, you saw the videos of these knuckleheads interrupting the visuals and stuff. So I already know what Butthurt Blue response is going to be. So I'm going to address it head on. She's like, you know what the response is going to be? But the right wing does it too. So what you're telling me is you're nothing but you're no better. Your side is no better than the pieces of shit that went after Trayvon Martin. Yeah, is that what you're saying? Yeah. They know better than this piece of shit right here. Yeah. I ain't forgotten nothing. It's been what, 15 years? Yeah. You're not near your mic, BGS, but
I said yeah about that. About 15 years.
So what you're basically saying is you're no better than the pieces of shit that went after this young boy right here?
Yeah. Well, we're the reason that Zimmerman even went to trial.
Yes.
Because we told the folks there to since they were holding the Democratic convention right down the street and said,
"Oh
y'all put on them hoodies. You guys go down and protest right in front of the Republican National Convention, RNC, right? Okay, hey, hurry up and put charges on Zimmerman."
Yeah, now he got off.
Yeah,
but
he went to trial. So.
Yeah, he went to trial.
Yeah,
and it's probably not advisable for him to walk in any black neighborhood, including mine.
I didn't see MOT or what's his name's name on any of that stuff with Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman. I don't remember their names. Okay.
No, not at all.
Not at all. See, I was involved. I don't know where their names were.
Oh, they were still busy blaming us. Hold on, wait a minute. They were still busy saying pretty much.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
They always claim that they outside, but I don't see any evidence that they outside. Okay. They said, we need to go out and touch grass and be outside and be active. I don't see not a goddamn thing.
Sometimes I have to go out and touch grass just to detox from the bullshit that they be spreading.
Mm-hmm. So I've been around them 10 years. I haven't seen them do shit at all. Okay, 10 years. Okay, been going back and forth. I still ain't done shit. And I said it.
All of this stuff. What they've actually unleashed and helped to release is something they can't fully control. They can't control this. So
and y'all can't either.
People will act out the way that they see fit if they don't feel right about what's going on. This kid who they picked up, he comes out of a very fundamentalist community. Not even the LDS, yes. but the
we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
FLDS, which is even more, goes to the original heart of, let's say, the Mormons. The regular Mormons, the LDS, they've kind of conformed to a lot of the laws that we have here. These guys are still going on their old laws from Joseph Smith back in the 19th century when these guys started this whole thing. So they're very hardcore. So this kid who got caught up into that, he's even a bit more extreme.
We don't know that. We don't know nothing about this kid.
Right.
We don't know anything about this kid.
Patsy.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we have to wait and see. I mean, he could have very well have done it and pulled the trigger and got lucky. Okay.
Yeah.
He could have gotten lucky. The thing is, it doesn't look like it. I mean, all the people that do this kind of stuff for a living, they always say this is too well coordinated.
Yeah. By the way, I got 51 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show.
And all you Black Brain Trust lurkers, man. Yeah, y'all don't have to be shy. You can comment.
And where let's say somebody like Kirk and them were.
Hold on, wait a minute. They could do better than that. Don't be scared now. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here. There's the link.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, I mean, they always have a whole lot to say. Okay.
You're going to find that out because the Groyper, some of the stuff was written on the bullets, and they had a lot of things that came out about this. You don't need.
Oh, by the way, Theo, if you're still in the chat, evidently MOT's next stream is going to be on you again.
Good.
Hearing a lot about it.
The legend spreads.
Yes.
So I don't think they want to release a lot of what this kid has to really say. So
hey, hold on 1 second.
This is
AB.
This is a problem.
Go ahead.
So MOT is playing the role of Pharaoh, and Theo's gonna be Moses.
You ain't shit. Let my people go.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a big problem. And
No, because if you're gonna put it in context, he would probably one of the priests that the Pharaoh had.
Mm-hmm.
And
doing magic tricks to try to keep black people.
And I don't believe it's going to get any better with them.
Yeah, so literally at this point, it's okay for them to foment hatred against other people. What's not okay is that they.
Huh? When do we say that?
Huh?
Where's nobody when I need him? Huh?
Face consequences for their
they talked about white people on the right. Who are they really talking about now?
action. It was always,
I guess, white people on the right.
Always okay for them to, when Paul Pelosi got hit in the head, it was okay for the president's two sons to make fun of that online, on social media. Nobody asked those people to resign from their position because they had those type of opinions.
Well, they got for one, her sons have fuck you money, so
yeah.
When Sarah Palin was putting,
and I think it was Louis that pointed out to me that a lot of people got fired over making fun of George Floyd and other people.
Yeah, they did.
Crosshairs.
So turnabout is fair play
on different districts, and Gabby Giffords got shot. Nobody asked her to tone down the rhetoric either.
Oh, Gabby Gifford got shot. There was a whole bunch of people on both sides.
Was that the one in Arizona?
Yeah, the Arizona conference. Yeah.
No, that united both the Republicans and the
Democrats. You did. Right and the left, yeah. So I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, nobody's going to say anything because yeah.
And they made Gabby Gifford a hero.
Just got away with it.
Yeah.
Got away with it. No, he didn't. What are you talking about?
Nobody cared. Earlier, later last month, you had two Democratic legislators get killed. Nobody lowered the flag to half-staff. Nobody was talking about people being less hyperbolic with their rhetoric. Nobody was calling for any of that.
Oh, but you don't want to talk about how the killer was endorsed by the governor of that state, Tim Walz. Oops.
But we're going to lower flags.
And for the record, that what happened to that lady and her husband was very tragic.
Yeah.
Half staff in the federal government and all over the country for this guy. Your thoughts, Nico?
That actually goes to my question.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat, does Charlie Kirk trigger you?
I think was his profile, and also the public nature of him getting shot that triggered most people.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he had got shot in his car or something like that while driving home from McDonald's, I don't think it'd been as big a deal.
You asked me, MLD?
Yes. Yes, your thoughts.
Yeah. My thoughts, absolute insanity. But, they're trying to push an agenda. So this is what they're really trying to push, and they're really even going to try to push it harder, because what has come out of that was not the narrative that they were trying to push. They were supposed to get a different type of person coming out of this incident, and that's not what happened. But they're really now trying to push this as hard as they can.
And you guys think you're helping them, and you guys think you're not helping them? Okay.
One of the.
Go ahead. Let's call that situation for what it is. We got King Petty in the office as president.
Yes.
Charlie Kirk was a staunch supporter of Donald Trump.
Yes, he was.
He did that as a favor. Now, instead of complaining about it, all right, address these issues during the midterm so you could galvanize your people, so you could get control of the House and Senate again.
Exactly.
Strange thing.
Instead of whining about it.
We saw even the person that tried to shoot President Trump was from that, that type of community as well, a far right winger, Republican, and a deeply Republican family. Who tried to peel his wig back. So, and then they have conveniently made that very quiet. You don't even hear about that anymore. Really, you don't hear about that. And with this, that's growing. That might be a big rift between both of these conservative sects, if you will, from the Fuentes to, let's say, the Kirk, the Kirk sect, who they considered Kirk to be a little bit too lenient, not as how would I say, conservative enough, or as extreme enough. You have people kind of growing out of this, and Trump, I don't think know what to make of it, but he has to push this narrative of the left being so bad and coming after him, so he can,
Well, you guys are helping them. I mean, it'd be one thing if people weren't interrupt vigils and stuff like that, but you guys are helping them, so can't complain.
Forth more of what he's looking to do with his agenda. This is they have to push this, and they have to push this even harder now. So that's what you see going on. I mean, it's really crazy. But Kirk serves a purpose at this stage. He serves a very strong purpose at this stage for their agenda, for what they're trying to push. And
their agenda is what?
That's really what we're seeing. Lionizing a radical who sowed a lot of division.
He is a moderate conservative. He was Charlie Kirk was no radical.
He wasn't. He wasn't a radical
in this country. Yeah.
Fuentes is more radical than Charlie Kirk is.
Yeah.
Way more.
Ben Shapiro too.
Shapiro is loud, but Shapiro, I don't think he's a radical. He's loud, but I don't think to me, he's not a radical. Okay. He's loud, but I don't think he's a radical.
I think that to Nagon's point, he sold a lot of radicalist ideas. It's important to understand where Kirk was also coming from historically. He was not a Lincoln sort of Republican. He was definitely a Johnson sort of Democrat of the time. And speaking of Andrew Johnson of 1860 of the 1860s, and so the way Kirk was looking at this was that he didn't believe in civil rights and equal rights. He believed in hierarchies, and his ideal around hierarchy revolved around, that white people should basically be running Western society, if not the rest of the planet. And so,
no shit, sir. So does Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
In context of the U.S., he did not believe in those sort of ideals that black people, specifically black.
Well, also you got to keep in mind, And by the way, Andrew, I've never liked Andrew Johnson ever since I started reading about him. But you have to keep in mind, you do have to keep this fact in mind. Who was 70% of the GDP back then?
Yeah.
And what would have happened? What would have happened if he didn't put us in Jim Crow?
Yeah. He's under a lot of stress to do so. That's probably why Lincoln got assassinated. Is because
because he said he wanted to ship us out.
He wanted to ship us out. Yeah.
Funny how money works. Funny how it's called money works. Anyway,
black men had any sort of rights that he was bound to respect.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when he was speaking of black pilots flying planes, commercial airlines, he questioned the legitimacy of those pilots based on the color of their skin. So I find it interesting that so many black men in the black manosphere would want to get behind a Charlie Kirk.
When did we get behind Charlie Kirk?
I think there was in the comment section there was a lot of people going rest in peace Charlie Kirk. Okay. And I think that's what they're going by.
Okay, what's wrong with offering condolences to?
To most people, nothing. To some people, it's everything. It's an indictment.
Well,
to some people.
The only one I know that was from the Black Manosphere was Angry Man. That was backing Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, people in this part.
Yeah.
I said everybody just keep your mouth shut and keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah. Because when he died, a lot of people were coming in my comment section. Are you going to talk about Charlie Kirk? I said, who? They said, oh, he just rest in peace, Charlie. Oh, he just died. So I looked him up and said, okay, I don't know why you guys want to talk about him. I still don't know. Okay. But I guess he's just a hot topic of the week.
Yeah.
When he didn't have their best interests at heart, nor did he care about a 19-point agenda.
What?
When did Dr. T ever talk about Charlie Kirk? I don't ever remember talking about Kirk.
What are you talking about? That's why I said they saw my spying on my show. They see all these people doing a rest in peace Charlie Kirk. And he's trying to make 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah, because he did start off the stream. I didn't play, but he started off the stream mentioning you, BGS. I was like,
BGS.
Yeah,
they will have a better chance to connect in the Black Manosphere with France bringing their nuclear forces into Ukraine to fight Russia.
Yeah,
than us back in Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So okay, so. Just give me like a 30-second thing. What did he say about me? How did I wind up me and Charlie Kirk's name get crossed because I did a show?
Something like that. Hold on, wait a minute. Since you are here, and this is basically what one of the things about it. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy.
So what did I say about Charlie Kirk that triggered him?
I don't know.
How's it going, everybody? It's Man Tomorrow here. I want to thank you guys for coming through on this nice Sunday night. I'm in Stony Brook, Virginia, exit 33, I-95, on my way to Trenton, New Jersey. Okay, I am glad, ever so glad that I waited to do this actual live stream. Because there's a lot of things that are going on here that a lot of people do not understand.
Apparently you don't either.
He doesn't either.
Yeah. They have no idea about, but we're going to discuss it tonight. Make sure you hit the like button upon coming in. And that's why I want to go to a politics only channel, because this space is gone. You got one BGS trying his hardest to talk about the gender war over real issues, which is what his job was in the first beginning to come here. Is to talk about the gender war over real issues. To get
wait a minute.
What?
Bunch of dumb idiots into not focusing on fixing themselves, but expecting a perfect woman to show up first, so that way they can fix their issues.
What is he talking
Wait, he still thinks we're waiting on black women? Really? Okay.
What is he talking about?
After that's over.
Ooh, that's shit.
Well, it's one thing if they didn't listen to me, but you listen to me every day. You listen to me every day. You don't know. You still don't understand what I talk about. That's what I don't get. Y'all niggas
on the women. That ship sailed like a year ago.
Yeah, I think that's the way that needs to go. So without further ado, let me give a shout out to the people who came up here. What's going on? The Unknown One, Prisoner of Hope, John.
What's this? Is he playing?
Absolute standard of love for all of God's issue.
Yeah, that is one weird dude, man. Him and
I just kind of look at him like
him and Destiny or two sides of the same coin. There's some just weird dudes, man. One on the left and one on the right. Okay?
Ooh, bad BGS. That's an understatement. Bad BGS. Ooh.
Yeah. They're flip sides to the same coin, man. They remind me of the same people. Just on different sides. That's all.
Don't forget about that room, BGS. Ooh, bad BGS.
I've heard about that. I heard about the room. It makes sense though.
Yeah, it does.
Disavow you. I disown you in the strongest possible terms. That is not what we are about. And the same goes obviously for the other side. And I want to make that very clear. It would.
You know, at BGS, I guess this is my old nigga coming out. Son, we don't care.
Yeah.
It would be a profound moral, political mistake for anybody to take the bait and to engage in any kind of reprisal, retaliation, revenge.
Yeah.
Remember, we are the good side. And what makes us good is that we have Christ.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh. Well, he is Catholic.
Christianity and Christ so different from the other religions is that our religion is based on the...
Son, you ain't lived long enough to talk to me about Christianity.
Yeah, he's a Catholic fundamentalist.
Bearing of suffering for the sake of even those that persecute us. An overflowing of love. An overflowing of self-giving love. So much of it cannot be contained. An unconditional, absolute standard of love for all of God's children, even those that are misguided, even those that persecute us, even the most heinous among us. That is what makes us different. That is what makes us good.
Oh, boy.
You think you're good? You're not. You are not good. I am not good.
Well, at least you admit it, son.
You are a man. I am a man.
That's up for debate.
You are a sinner. I am a sinner. We cannot save ourselves. We cannot save this world. God can save us. God can save the world. And God saves us and God saves the world by drawing all of us up onto the cross with him. And we join not just in his glory, but in his suffering. Real suffering, not imaginary, not a nice story, real suffering, real death, real destruction, real misery. We bear a cross like Christ bears a cross, like his disciples, like the martyrs, like the saints bear a cross.
Man, don't talk about me refactoring this code like that.
And you better get comfortable up there. Drink up. And you bear that cross, not for your kin, not for yourself, not for your children, which are an extension of yourself. You bear that cross and that suffering. You drink from that chalice for your enemies.
Okay.
Bless his heart.
Why is this particular piece so important to MOT?
What's going on here?
I don't know.
What did I just listen to? I mean,
y'all weird. Y'all weird, man.
Yeah, why you listen to that, man?
Yeah, why you just listening and then tell me what's going on here? Y'all, you guys are strange, man.
Is that like Earth too? Like Nick Fuentes? Like was he good?
Yeah.
Do you bear the cross and the suffering for the pedestrians?
I have to daily, man.
Man.
I have to carry the cross to the pedestrians on a daily basis, man.
Oh hell,
I have to die to the pedestrian every day. Okay,
man. But evidently, we're worried about what Nick Fuentes said, according to them.
What Nick Fuentes said about Charlie Kirk. Okay, all this stuff that's going on about Charlie Kirk, you pick Nick Fuentes instead of Donald Trump or anybody else. Okay, you pick Nick Fuentes.
Don't see somebody else.
Yeah, see somebody else. Yeah,
Like what?
Even Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Who's Candace Owens is closer to Charlie Kirk than Fuentes.
Oh yeah, she was crying.
Yeah. Oh, that was her friend. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel for her because it's hardly losing a friend like that, man.
Dude hands was straight trembling, bro.
Because
he knows how bad this could roll back on him.
Oh, he could be next because I'm sure he's got death threats before, and he said that could have been me. I'm sure.
Yeah, people have pulled up to his house.
Oh yeah. The people threatened to pull up to mine. I said, you can, but call the cops first and then haul away your body after I finish with you. Okay?
Oh yeah, what you said, red dot, huh?
Red dot, yeah, red dot.
If they ever do a real investigation, and this is how come you don't need a politicized Justice Department.
We're supposed to pretend Joe Biden didn't politicize the Justice Department.
Yeah, the Secret Service, yeah, they did a bang up job. Okay.
Actual administration was so quick to make this dude a martyr. Do you really trust these people to do a proper investigation of how Charlie Kirk got killed?
Fear. Pure fear coming off of him. And this is Beelzebub talking. Beelzebub.
No, he's not even close.
This who this guy is. And his issue with Charlie Kirk was Charlie wasn't extreme enough. Charlie was not. He was
soft, man.
He was hadn't gone far enough. He was, basically selling out the movement and everything else like this. Very, 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 very strong opposition that was coming from him, literally right up damn near till the day he died. Till the day Kirk died. So
everything they listen to
that's what you're really looking at. And Kirk now knows. I mean, excuse me.
Say that again.
I said that means they listen to these two far more than we do.
Fuentes now knows he's in the crosshairs as well.
He is.
And you've got some pretty big players in the middle of this right now, where you've got some very big players in the middle of this, and he knows what's at stake. He thoroughly understands it, and he is scared, and rightfully so. When you release what these guys have helped to release, you can't control it. They can't control this animal. They can't control this animal. They can't control it. They let it loose. They can't.
That's exactly what he was doing wrong now, son. Yeah. So he was on some 12 got that work time, man. Mike, response to Nick Fuentes and his foolishness and his walking of back.
It's BGS's fault.
I mean, he's doing exactly that. He's backpedaling, doesn't want to be implicated, doesn't want any sort of association with it. But at least he's smart enough to do that. Whereas, the Black Manosphere has doubled down and kicked it down and dug its heels in, its stiletto, its red bottoms into the dirt to back up, a white nationalist without any sort of interest of Black male issues. Again.
Oh boy!
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm done.
This is pretty much.
You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy.
By the way, this episode of Colosseum Daily has been brought to you by a tall can of Shut Up Juice. Like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show
Hit my super chat. Support the show. Are you not entertained? Oh, this show has also been brought to you by Angela Rye with lettuce and tomato on the side. Oh boy.
I've never heard of Kirk or Fuentes advocating for a 19-point agenda.
Never.
What? Oh my God.
Like I said, man, that's yesterday's grift, man. It's yesterday's grift. No, like the whole plan was to stop.
What the fuck does Nick Fuentes
and Charlie
Kirk have to do with the 19-point agenda?
I don't know.
When did we ask those two knuckleheads to do anything with the 19-point agenda?
I don't know.
Progress. And once progress was eventually stopped, they just went off and did whatever they wanted to do.
What?
Yeah. But let's Renaissance man, thoughts on the actual Nick Fuentes clip.
Yeah, I think
y'all care more about what that boy thinks than I do. I'll say that much.
He just kind of shows that he's concerned about, how he could be implicated in all this, because it was well known that him and Turning Point USA had been going back and forth. I think he had been encouraging people in his camp to show up, basically try to
disrupt the actual,
even harass TPUSA. So I think he's concerned, coupled with some of the online activity, kind of suggesting that this guy could be a groyper. So I think he's definitely backpedaling to cover himself.
Yeah, remember he was talking about confronting Turning Point USA on the college campuses as well. Disrupting a lot of these disrupt some of these outings he was having with them. So very interesting.
But overall, here's the thing. They can't walk it back because it's what they've been doing. The mainstream media have been doing the same thing. Every time they call people hardworking American citizens, they're not talking about you and me. They're talking about those people that they're getting to vote against their best interests, own best interests. Nick Fuentes is trying to get people to vote against their own best interests. Charlie Kirk was paid to get the youth to vote against their own best interests.
So AKA not qualified to be president was their best interest.
Yeah.
A elderly man who had stage 4 cancer was their best interest. Who almost got us into World War III was their best interest.
Yeah.
And who fucked up the economy was their best interest. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as far as they understand it, okay. But thing is, they can't tie obvious things together, but they can actually tie Nick Fuentes and Charlie Kirk to the 19-point agenda, black agenda. Interesting.
That's what they were doing.
I would say find the logic, but I don't think there is any.
And that's been the media's job, is to exclude people who are affected by things and give these people this rosy opinion. They allow these people, they scare the hell out of these people with this hyperbolic rhetoric about crime. They buy a whole...
Wait. This coming from the people who allowed them to shove Kamala Harris down your throat? This coming from the people that allowed you to shove a demented old man with stage 4 cancer down your throat without no primary to speak of? Then you overturn the people that did vote for him over this to hand it to Kamala Harris, who hasn't even won a single delegate.
Doggone well, the press hated Donald Trump. It still does.
Yep.
I don't know what they're talking about. What planet are they living on?
A whole bunch of guns, and then they fill them a whole bunch of rhetoric in order for them to do other things.
What?
There's literally no need and reason to believe that any of these people are going to change, because this is how they operate. They've been operating like this forever. They never stopped the way they operated. They only feign control, feign actual what do you call it? responsibility, and then they go right back to doing what they're supposed to do. These peace-loving American citizens wanted to start a civil war once this was over with. That's what these peace-loving Christians wanted to do after they heard this news.
Talking about Charlie Kirk? You want to start a civil war? No, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Y'all ain't this. You guys are not this dumb.
Perspective of the fact was one day.
Yes, that's true. You got a point. I'm sorry. I withdrawn. Okay, I withdraw.
I understand what you're saying, man, and I want to believe it too, but they keep.
Yeah. I get it. I get you.
And he should not be dead. He should be alive, continuing to be wrong about everything. And most of these people who wave these Chinese-made flags, they don't know anything about the country and never cared about it. They use Christianity the same way they use capitalism. It's only a convenient excuse to point their finger in other people's faces that they're the chosen one because of the actions of previous generations, not for the things that they actually currently work for. Inquisitive Prince, thank you for the $5 super chat. Meanwhile, the House passes the right provision in the defense policy bill, costing taxpayers unnecessary billions of dollars. Yes. Yeah, but we need to get back to this Epstein thing and not releasing those files. We need to get back to, harassing these minorities. And
what? Yeah. What are you talking about? Harassing minorities? What are you talking about?
I don't. Based on some of the stuff I've heard, I don't know if they want them to release them files, man. Because I heard
Donald Trump could release them if he wanted to. He just doesn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying, but now the left and the right are trying to get him to actually release the Epstein files. It's not a left or right thing, because Donald Trump did promise he would release them, release the Epstein files, and he hasn't done it yet. So we'll see.
All of these states, while not taking not a single corporate person to jail for employing these personnel, but they want to criminalize the actual act of people being here after they canceled their actual legal status. Unbelievable. So let's go to some of these comments.
Now y'all call yourselves fighting for illegal immigrants now? Okay.
Yeah, well, they're lefties, so they have to.
God, the people in the Black Manosphere of all places wanted to actually do here. I wonder if AB Media or Charles Faulkner listened to these clips before they actually did their RIP streams.
RIP.
Nigga, you didn't even listen to my RIP stream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Some of this.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less.
And I've openly said I've disagreed with what Charlie Kirk has said about black people.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
Yeah.
They're less murderous. There was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad. It was evil. But what happened?
A certain skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh, wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Remember what BLM stands for: burn, loot, and murder.
Yeah, DEI stands for one of the biggest. Earn it, just so we're clear.
Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that black people were significantly hindered from economic advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s. The disappearance of the black father has been the number one driver of black poverty in this country. At least agree that black dads not being around is a bad thing.
Anyone's father not being around is a bad thing. Starting in the 1980s and continuing onward, there's been a war on drugs. Is this correct?
I like the war on drugs. Blacks commit more crimes than whites do.
Bullshit.
No, they don't.
Bullshit.
They commit more murders. They commit more arson.
I know you're watching them on TV. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I've told you. I said it last stream. I didn't agree with everything Charlie Kirk said. That was some straight bullshit.
They commit more kidnappings. That's not a war on drugs. That's a culture problem. Why are so many blacks committing murders outside of their population? So we've spent.
Well, okay, let's play this game. Why are so many whites committing murders and y'all not reporting them? Oh wait, why are so many whites committing murders and you charge them as aggravated assault? Oops.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charles for that one.
Yeah, called them. They called them manslaughter instead of murder.
Don't get me started on the small towns. I always laugh when I hear, "Oh, don't nothing happen in this small town over here." Oh, that's
Oh, the white people you talk about the little white kids burglarizing the houses and shit like that, man. So
oh yeah, I tell people all the time.
they just don't report it. That's all.
All you got to do is watch Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah, I mean,
you'll find out what white crime is really like.
Yeah, the people causing crimes in the neighborhood are normally white teenagers.
And $20 trillion on uplifting Black communities. 20 trillion, and Black Americans are poor. Food stamps, subsidized housing, Medicaid, public schooling, subsidized college. We're talking about $20 trillion that is spent on the Great Society, and yet Black America is.
Go ahead.
Most of that went to white women, and it made white people richer.
Yes,
or murderous or dangerous.
83% of affirmative action went to white women. And where did they carry their money, their position and power back to? White men. Okay, that's how come the gap between Black and white wealth quadrupled after 1965.
Part of equity is allowed.
Other people. Sorry, if I see a Black pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder if they saw that. I wonder if they saw that before they made their comments.
Wait a minute. What comment did I make?
I don't know. I don't know what I didn't see the whole thing, so I have no idea what comment you made.
All of that was just like the wild thing was this dude was not even a good debater.
No, you can't debate.
Like I mean, the dude was trying to bring up the great society.
Yeah, but he's debated college students didn't know shit. So whatever.
And it was just like, yo, the Great Society was not just for Black people. Like Medicare, like, what are you doing? Then these people always go to typical Black on Black crime, and I'm like, why are you talking about quote unquote Black on Black crime like to an audience of non-Black people? Like, it doesn't even make sense if you want to have this discussion about quote unquote crime in the Black community, and then these people never talk about the mayors and cities that are actually lowering the crime rates, with evidence-based policy. So this guy wasn't even really a good debater. He just tried to say inflammatory things, and really, someone said it earlier today.
Yeah,
they were like, he really had a pre-described script of where he wanted to take things, and issues, and then go down a rabbit hole.
He's a bomb thrower.
Distracted versus like,
bomb thrower. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And you were going up to random college kids. Like, notice this guy wasn't actually debating, professors, sociologists, things like that. Just 18-year-old kids who might be semi interested in politics.
His figures were off as well. His numbers were wrong. The things he.
Yeah, when have I ever said 50% of crime done by Black folk? That's mathematically impossible. There's not enough of us in the country for us to be responsible for that amount of crime. Anyway,
he was even saying we're not even very accurate.
20 trillion. They spent 20 trillion trying to correct the Black community.
And just talking about the number of deaths and murders and all that. We're 46 million or so people here in this country. White folks of his ilk are about 230 million. Who do you think is doing most of the killings and murders? I mean, when you start to look at the numerically, it actually becomes kind of insane.
All right, I've heard enough about these knuckleheads. We're going to go over this last Philly here by Tim Black. Then we're going to get out.
I'm going to bring in DL Hughley right now. And I want DL, you have been, I think, the clearest voice. Thank you, sir, for joining.
Class, this is an example of two Democratic shields. Pay attention, class.
Joining us. I think you've been the clearest voice on this because you're speaking truth to power.
I don't think you heard my content on this.
Without, condoning violence, you're speaking to the hypocrisy that's happening on the right now.
Mm-hmm. That always is a strange euphemism to me, condoning. The act already happened. America has, by definition, decided that it would condone. But even Charlie Kirk, by his own words, said that a certain amount of deaths were acceptable. So the word is kind of weird and a misnomer to ask someone after the fact whether they condone what already happened. This is America's choice. They have decided that these deaths, whether they be children, whether they be people shot at synagogues or at grocery stores or at malls, we even have different classifications of the way we're shot. Thousands, tens of more Americans have died at the hands of Americans than have died in every single war we've ever fucking been. So
does D.L. Hughley own a gun? Can we cut the shit, fam? Hey, look, man. Hey, look, I've already criticized Charlie Kirk. I've been doing it. I'm going to keep doing it, okay?
Yeah, this is a lefty.
And I've been pointing out these issues. But come on, can we cut the shit here for a second? Hey, DL, do you own a gun, dude?
Probably not.
Now, we all know your girlfriend, Kamala Harris, owns a gun. She bragged about it on the campaign trail. Tell him I own a gun. And I go to the range, pow, 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 pow. Remember that? She pulled a Hillary. Same shit Hillary pulled. And now you're going to start him off. And Don's going to introduce this guy. It's been the clarion voice of reason when it comes to Charlie Kirk and Republicans on these issues. And what's he do? The Bama look like MC Light running out on stage, falling on her face. He did an MC Light. She was
coming or
sure.
Somehow saying that he's a deity or, you know, I get that he's a martyr now.
Yeah, y'all saying that. I never said that.
But I want you to listen. This is Glenn Beck. Now, we all know what Charlie Kirk has said.
Right.
And this there's actually less about...
I think a lot of people pretend like they don't know. That's the thing. A lot of people pretend like they don't.
No, a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people I run into don't even know who Charlie Kirk is. Come on, man.
A lot of people don't know shit about Charlie Kirk, man. This guy was propped up by the establishment Republicans. A lot of people don't know who he is. It's not like he had a show on MSNBC. A lot of these people don't watch this shit. How many people are going to Turning Point USA? He's a Republican, first of all. The majority of Black America don't got anything to do with Republicans. Not for the large part. I mean, Trump has kind of opened the door for some people to pay a little bit more attention, but not establishment Republicans.
Pretty much.
And this guy was like friends with Hegseth, Cash Patel. These are not names to ring out in the hood. I bet you if I went down right now to Benning Road, Washington, D.C., and asked 20 people, who the hell is Hegseth, they'd be like, excuse me?
They'd be like, who?
Nah, man, she sell weed around the corner. They got the good shit around the corner. You know, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I thought you said headset. Who got a headset? What headset? I mean, the Beats, the new Beats headphones? What headset, mofo? Because people don't know these things about Charlie Kirk. People are finding out now. Some people didn't know who he was till he was gone. So DL he live in a bubble. DL's in a bubble. Don Lemon's in a bubble. Don, you get out of your bubble and you go on the street and talk to people. DL don't do that. DL know a bunch of Hollywood mofos. What's he do? If he ain't touring, he don't know nobody. And he's paid not to know nobody, but he come up here and pretend like he got this finger on. It's because he's black. Don't mean he got his hand on the pulse of a black America.
Oh, boy.
Guy is... It's got his finger on a bank account. It's a bank account. When he writing his Obama memoirs. Come on, man. How you going to say a guy who wrote a memoir for Barack Obama is in any way a voice of anything for black? I mean, that's... But I got to say...
He wasn't no. My manager, who's I've been my manager 30 years, he wasn't aware of all the things he said. And I think there are a lot of people who just kind of are tuned into a certain frequency and can, they get to cherry pick things. But if you're one of those groups that have been marginalized.
We weren't watching Charlie Kirk like that, dummy. Big dummy.
One of those groups that he's spoken out against.
Dude just contradicted himself 3 times, man. I'm sorry, fam. What the hell did he say? I'm going on this long ass rant because he said one thing and then he does about face immediately.
I get that he's a martyr now, but I want you to listen. This is Glenn Beck. Now, we all know what Charlie Kirk has said.
Right.
And there's actually less about...
I think a lot of people pretend like they don't know. That's the thing. A lot of people
don't know, you dumb fool.
Pretend like they don't know. My manager, who's a real...
Dummy, for every dummy, There's a dummy. Dummy.
Really, I've been my man for 30 years. He wasn't aware of all the things he said. And I think there are a lot of people who just kind of are tuned into a certain frequency and can, they get to cherry pick things. But if you're one of those groups that have been marginalized, one of those groups that he's spoken out against, I think you're keenly aware of what he said. But I think that there's some people who get to not know.
So what my point is that if this has happened to Charlie Kirk, and as Democrats have been saying, and most people, this is awful. No one should be, a victim of political violence. It's not acceptable. Democrats are saying that. Republicans are saying that. But if they weren't trying to rewrite history, the history of Charlie Kirk in this,
you big dummy,
ordering flags to be flown at half-staff, the members of Congress petitioning for Charlie Kirk to have a state-like funeral. Now, I can't think of the Charlie Kirk, if there even is one on the left, what they would be saying if someone that they deem.
Shout out to Adrian Thomas. Let me see, read this. Hold on, wait a minute. All right. D.L. Hughley does not like people. He does not want fans to talk to him. Very stuck. Hold on, wait a minute. Very stuck up. Don Lemon will at least speak to you. Ooh, yeah, you would know, Adrian, because you're in the field down. And for that, Adrian, you get a. See if I can bring it up here. You get a.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
Even if it was true or not, to be a racist or a bigot or didn't like Republicans or anti-right-wing. I wonder what outrage and the level, the volume of the outrage would be on the right. Let me play this from Glenn Beck, and I want you to respond to it, TL. Here's Glenn Beck. He's a civil rights leader, he's saying.
We must stop calling Charlie anything other than a civil rights leader.
Okay, that is utter bullshit, but okay.
We need to plant.
For the record, I've never been a fan of Glenn Beck, so.
That stake deep. It is time that we point out that what he was doing was not politics. What he was doing was trying to stand up for people's civil rights.
Bullshit, but okay.
To show people how a civilization is not a civilization unless you can have
bullshit. Okay.
Have a dialogue with people who are diametrically opposed to you, that don't believe.
Now that's some bullshit.
Believe anything that you believe in, and yet you can have a right from people.
Okay, let me rich right now. People are being fired from their jobs because they're saying what Charlie Kirk actually said.
No, they're getting fired from the job because they're celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. Stop lying, DL.
People right now are.
No. Hey, look, man, I can't. Look, I'm trying, fam. This Jesus Christ, Charlie Kirk, a civil rights leader?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, shit, if that's the case, I could name about 20 civil rights leaders. If podcasters get to be civil rights leaders without actually leading any type of civil rights.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so me, Afro Lead, I don't know, Dr. Phil Scott, Torrin, I don't know. I can name a lot of people. I can name a lot of people with podcasts. Dr. Musa Abdullah. I don't know. It's a lot of people with podcasts. That's not a criteria, man. This is laughable. But you know what? It probably will happen because he's a white guy. He's a white guy.
Pretty much.
He was a podcaster who had a budget of $90 million given to him every year by Republicans to go out and recruit and build up a Republican base with young people. He was given money. He was funded Folks, he was funded. I looked this up. I wanted to provide actual information, not just my opinion on this. Turning Point USA started getting big money from the Koch brothers and other conservative donors right around its launch in 2012. Charlie Kirk met Foster Friess, a major Republican donor at that year's GOP convention, who kickstarted the funding. The Koch Network. Through groups like Americans for Prosperity, they funnel cash in. Later, with records showing over 165 million to similar, say, I'm sure they'll say something else disagreeable.
Threatened to be pulled off planes because they've said something about the FBI director.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what it was. Fam, people are not losing their jobs. They're not losing. People are losing their jobs because they're saying shit like, I'm glad he got killed. I'm glad, you know, that's different.
Yes. People are losing their jobs over Charlie Kirk because they're going around saying they're glad he's dead, which is wrong. And once again, I've never agreed with Charlie Kirk or watched Charlie Kirk like that. Yet somehow, according to Butthurt Blue, I expect Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes to do the 19-point Black Point agenda? Really? You Negroes are delusional.
You work for the public. You work for a public corporation. You don't work for yourself. And you're saying that the person, you're glad they got killed. There are people complaining to your company and outing you.
Yes.
As a person on social media.
Yes.
Cheering for someone's death. It's not just people that disagree. It's people who made those exact type of statements. That's my understanding. Now, if I'm wrong, now let me know. But I haven't seen a single person who lost their job just because they posted a clip of what Charlie said. There's been thousands of people, if not millions of people, have reposted clips. It's the people that are saying, so, you know, nobody was really... A statement. All right.
People are being kicked out of the country because they said something about Trump. So let's stop with the whole free. There's a difference between free speech and hate speech. There's a difference between free speech and yelling fire in a crowded room.
Yeah, there's a difference between free speech and hate speech. There's a difference between I disagree with Donald Trump and I hope somebody unalives Donald Trump, which is what I hear a lot of lefties say online. I agree.
And they think that all of that is the same. I don't care about his ideological views. I care that his ideological views, that he deliberately said that there are a certain amount of things that should happen that are bad. When your conversations stop with my humanity, then it's not a...
D.L. Hughley is one of the hardest people to track, man. And I know some of us, we think pretty fast. We think faster than our tongues will move. But damn it, it's like D.L. always is just, he has a bunch of talking points. It's like he says them in every interview. He throws the same talking points. He's got one-liners he's used in comedy routines. He just throws that shit together in interviews. I don't know why Don Lemon and other people act like D.L. is so articulate. He say the same shit all the time. He just grabs a one-liner, sometimes he steals a one-liner, and throws it in and just says it where it don't even make sense. I don't get the point. I don't know why people love it. The guy's not good on his feet. He can't come up with shit on his feet. I have not yet to hear him be original and in the moment and then say clever shit. Say something clever. We say clever shit on this show all the time. And I know I'm biased, but you know, I'm right. You know, let's see what he says. Let's see. This whole spiel don't make sense.
Because they're saying what Charlie Kirk actually said. People right now are threatening to be pulled off planes because they've said something about the FBI director. People are being kicked out of the country because they said something about Trump. So let's stop with the whole free. There's a difference between free speech and hate speech. There's a difference between free speech and yelling fire in a crowded room. And they think that all of that is the same. I don't care about his ideological views. I care that his ideological views, that he deliberately said that there are a certain amount of things that should happen that are bad. When your conversations
what happened was
stop with my humanity, then it's not a conversation at all. But
do y'all think about the rights of humanity when you talk the shit you talk? Anyway, that's enough of this. All right, it's enough of this. All right, as you can see, BGS has poofed and be gone. And since nobody wants to come up, I'm about to shut the screen down. I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.